Beneath 300 feet of Pacific water lies a forgotten giant, lost to time and tide.
A specialized dive team prepares to explore anomalies detected by sonar scans below. They plunge into the abyss, searching for what satellites and sonar have revealed. Visibility fades as they descend deeper, lights piercing the endless underwater night ahead. Then they see it, a colossal shadow buried beneath decades of sediment and growth.
A battle tank, swallowed by the ocean, transformed into an artificial reef ecosystem.
The metal hull tells stories of war, sacrifice, and time's relentless corrosive power. Marine life has claimed this war machine, turning destruction into shelter and home.
Faded markings hint at origins, a relic from conflicts that shaped modern world history. Every measurement matters. Recovery requires precision planning and extraordinary engineering resources available worldwide.
Documentation begins. Thousands of images will guide the impossible journey back to surface.
Positioning beacons create a digital map, essential for the massive operation ahead.
Back on deck, the team confirms what seemed impossible. Recovery is theoretically achievable. Urgent calls go out to military historians, engineers, and heavy-lift aviation specialists.
Experts gather virtually, analyzing if humanity's strongest aircraft can lift this sunken giant.
Calculations run endlessly. Weight, drag, structural integrity. Every variable must be perfectly understood.
Only one aircraft possesses sufficient power, the mighty MIL Mi-26 heavy-lift helicopter.
3 Mi-26s are summoned from across continents for this extraordinary recovery operation.
A C-130 Hercules delivers critical rigging equipment and supplies to the remote site.
Custom harnesses are engineered, capable of cradling corroded metal without catastrophic structural failure.
Specialized cables are forged, each strand tested beyond normal limits for absolute reliability.
Weather windows are analyzed obsessively. One storm could doom the entire mission forever. Final approvals granted, this recovery will cost millions, but preserve invaluable historical heritage.
A flotilla assembles, carrying equipment, personnel, and hopes for unprecedented underwater engineering success.
The first Mi-26 arrives, its thunderous rotors announcing the beginning of history.
All 3 helicopters converge, forming an airborne trinity of unmatched lifting capability worldwide.
The C-130 makes supply runs constantly, ensuring no critical equipment shortage occurs.
Preparation dives commence, removing decades of ocean life without damaging fragile, corroded metal. Powerful jets strip away concealing layers, revealing the tank's true structural condition beneath.
Marine life is respectfully relocated, preserving the ecosystem that claimed this metal home. Every weak point is cataloged. Structural failure during lift could prove absolutely catastrophic. Emergency reinforcements are welded underwater, strengthening sections too compromised to survive intact. Threading lift cables through sand requires patience, precision, and nerves of absolute steel. The engineered harness descends slowly, designed to distribute lift forces evenly across structure. Every connection point is checked repeatedly. Failure means losing the tank back forever.
Flotation assistance reduces weight, giving the Mi-26s a fighting chance against gravity's pull.
Movement. The first time in decades this giant has shifted from its ocean grave. Final documentation captures this moment. Soon the ocean will release its metallic prisoner.
Above, cables connect to helicopter hooks, forming the lifeline between sea and sky.
Pilots coordinate meticulously. 3 helicopters must lift as one synchronized mechanical organism.
The C-130 provides aerial oversight, ensuring coordination between all elements below perfectly.
Conditions are optimal. A brief window where ocean, wind, and sky align perfectly.
Diver surface, confirming readiness. Now it's up to engineering, physics, and pilot skill. Rotors accelerate, generating the immense power needed to challenge the ocean's dark grip.
Tension builds slowly, cables singing with strain, testing every calculation made by engineers. The seabed releases its hold reluctantly, sand swirling as suction finally seals. It moves, decades of stillness broken as the tank begins its impossible ascent. 3 helicopters climb in perfect harmony, sharing 40 tons of corroded history beneath.
Rising through layers of depth, from darkness toward light, reclaiming what was lost. Marine life scatters in confusion as their reef transforms into a rising metal island. Halfway to surface, stress becomes audible, metal groaning under forces it hasn't felt for decades.
Stress readings climb toward red zones. Every second tests the boundaries of engineering calculations.
Micro adjustments constantly. Pilots fight wind, weight shifts, and their own aircraft's mechanical limits.
From above, the C-130 documents this unprecedented moment of human determination and skill.
Surface breach, the tank emerges like a breaching whale, water pouring from every crevice.
Daylight reveals decades of ocean's work, rust, corrosion, and nature's relentless transformation. Ship crews watch breathlessly, a ghost from history dangling between sea and sky above.
The tank sways dangerously, 40 tons of momentum threatening to overwhelm coordinated control.
A sudden gust tests everything. Pilots respond instantly, maintaining the delicate aerial ballet.
Water evacuates slowly, each gallon reducing strain, giving pilots slightly easier flight conditions.
Forward motion begins. 3 helicopters must now carry their burden across open water safely.
The C-130 provides navigational precision, ensuring the formation stays on exact coordinates.
The destination appears, a barge engineered specifically to receive this corroded war relic.
Deck crews rush final preparations, knowing even minor misalignment could spell disaster.
Approach and descent, the most dangerous phase where concentration and coordination prove absolutely critical.
Hovering overhead, the tank sways like a massive pendulum above its waiting cradle.
Descent slows to crawling pace. Inches matter when placing 40 tons of fragile history.
Contact. Decades of suspension end as solid support receives the tank's massive weight.
Tension releases. Cables go slack as the tank settles into its temporary oceanside home.
Success. Pilots celebrate executing one of history's most challenging underwater recovery operations ever.
The mighty Mi-26s depart, having proven once again their unmatched heavy lift capabilities.
The C-130 makes a farewell pass, honoring the crew's achievement before returning to base.
Exhausted crews celebrate. They've rescued history from the ocean's permanent embrace successfully.
The tank rests again, no longer submerged,
beginning its journey toward complete restoration.
The slow voyage begins. Thousands of miles of ocean separate this relic from restoration.
A protective convoy forms, ensuring safe passage through international waters toward final destination.
Preservation begins immediately. Every day of salt air threatens further damage and deterioration.
The C-130 makes periodic checks, tracking progress across thousands of nautical miles traveled.
Weather challenges arise. The tank must survive both ocean journey and nature's fury.
Through storms and swells, the tank endures, having survived worse in its war-torn past.
Land approaches, the specialized facility where decades of damage will be meticulously reversed.
The Mi-26s reunite with their cargo, ready for one final lift onto factory grounds.
Second lift preparations mirror the first. Cables, harnesses, and coordination proving essential again.
Airborne once more, the tank makes its final flight to restoration and rebirth. Journey's end, the tank reaches its destination where skilled Caucasian craftsmen, a mix of men and women of various ages, await their challenge.
Expert eyes assess decades of damage, planning the meticulous restoration process ahead. Rust removal begins. Chemicals strip away ocean's legacy, exposing the steel beneath patiently.
Interior spaces reveal the ocean's invasion, every compartment touched by decades underwater.
Each discovery tells stories. Ammunition, personal items, evidence of those who once crewed this machine. Science determines fate. Modern analysis reveal which original components can survive restoration process. New parts mirror old. Craftsmanship honors original engineering while ensuring structural integrity remains.
Color returns gradually. Layers of paint begin masking decades of oceanic transformation completely.
Mechanical resurrection continues, every gear, track, and system returning slowly to functionality restored.
The silhouette emerges, familiar lines of a war machine reborn from ocean's embrace.
Authenticity matters, every marking researched and replicated, with exacting historical precision achieved.
First movement, the tank lives again, defying ocean, time, and every obstacle encountered.
The C-130 returns for celebration, honoring the machine and those who rescued history. Now preserved forever, this tank teaches future generations about sacrifice, engineering, and determination.
From ocean depths to eternal preservation, one tank's journey proves impossible is merely challenging.